So far so good.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So hopefully this one doesn't disconnect so often. Um. Okay. So you guys were in the middle of approaching the man. He seems to be approaching you, and none of the other soldiers or anything seem to have noticed or come out, if they did notice. And he says, "Everyone, uh, get everyone awake.
What's happening?
We're being attacked on the outskirts of town
By what?
by the strange fleshmen."
Strange flesh man.
Yeah, they're all weird and rotten and weird looking.
Undead?
Maybe I don't know.
Can we make checks to see if we can figure out what they are? I think they're flush golems, but
His description makes no sense.
okay.
And there must be a reason why nobody else is awake, but you can.
I would like to do an insight check to see if he's just messing around.
All right, make an insight check. Okay, 14. He seems like he believes what he's saying, but he seems a little bit strange. That nobody else is recognizing him or paying attention to him.
I mean, this sounds a bit sketchy. What do you think? Or what do you make out of it, Toast?
I don't know. The guy's running around screaming that there's probably something coming. I don't see why he would be lying. Unless he's trying to bait us.
Or it could be just be crazy.
Yeah, he could just be insane.
Are you insane? I ask him.
No. There's people attacking. I'll show you. Come here. And he starts walking down the street.
Okay, but I'll pull out my crossbow just to. I'm preparing to shoot him in case he's leading us into an ambush or something like that.
All right. So everybody's following him. Thrainen will do whatever you guys are doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start to follow him, and he leads you down an alleyway. Let's see.
This is a bit sketchy already.
So he goes to the other side of the alley, and he's on another street on the other side of this building, and he says, "Over here!" And he runs through past the building on the other side.
I go over there.
All
I
right.
disappear behind Oust. Hopefully.
All right. So you guys start going down the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna roll something here. Just a d20. Okay. So as you guys walk down the alleyway, you notice that there seems to be like just people on either side of the street or the alleyway that are just laying on the ground. They seem to be sleeping. Apparently this guy has been shouting everywhere, and these people are out in the open, and these guys are just sleeping through it, apparently. But you guys continue through the alleyway. Nothing ambushes you. And you see the man. He's standing in the middle of the street, and he's stopped.
The corpsey, whatever, fleshy thingy.
You don't see anything like that.
Oh, the guy who was leading us stopped.
Yeah, he stopped in the middle of the street.
I'm just hiding behind us, so you shouldn't see me.
Okay, I'm gonna yell at him. Why did you stop?
He says, "There!" And he points forward.
Where?
You don't see anything.
And
he's just pointing in front of himself.
Is he human or?
Yes, he's a human.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I try to follow his line of sight. I don't see him. Where?
He continues pointing. He seems like he's adamant about something being there.
Perfect. I don't see it. Take me to it.
I don't want to get hurt. And he moves behind you.
Does he see short and tiny?
No, he's not looking down at all.
Okay.
I move around on the other side.
All right.
Okay, I pull a torch out. Can I try to light it?
Yeah, you can light the torch. You have lighting implements with you.
Okay, light it up. Where? I don't see it. Where?
He just keeps pointing in the same direction. And he seems pretty agitated.
You think you're agitated? I can't see what you're talking about.
You can roll a perception check if you wish to see if you can see anything, or an investigation check depending on what you're doing.
Perception 25.
All right. You look down the alleyway. You don't see anything obvious, but you do see the magical, if something is enchanted, you can see sometimes you can see glyphs or magical waves coming off of it, like I described before.
Okay.
You do see some sort of mist or steam, but you're not sure if it's something or not. Just by looking at it, you would have to make an Arcana check or something to see if it's magical or not.
Okay, I'd like to Arcana this up. 16.
All right. So you see the steam, and you get a little bit closer to it, and as you sort of are being cautious, you're sort of 5 or 6 feet away from it, and you're sort of looking at it, and you're trying to see if there's anything magical about it. And as you approach, I'm going to need you, as you try to examine this thing, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
All right, 15. Unfortunately, that is not enough. As you get close to it and you start looking at it intently, you don't even need to touch it or anything. So just by examining it, notice that with your Arcana, you see that it's a trap of some sort, and it's supposed to make you afraid. And as you look at it deeply, you start to become afraid. So you start seeing the thing that you're most afraid of, whatever your character would be most afraid of.
Okay. So
you see it standing right in the middle of the street.
Okay. My character starts dashing, trying to get away from it.
All right. So, Howler, your hiding
with
place is currently trying to run away from this thing. This
with
wave.
with the back of my blade, can I try to knock him out? The person.
The person or your ally?
The person.
Okay. Sure. Roll an attack.
Just like a dagger attack.
Yeah. All right. So
I guess that would be
definitely hits.
1d4
That definitely
bludgeoning,
hits.
maybe.
Yeah.
But also he's surprised, right?
Yeah. He doesn't know that you're gonna do that.
So I get sneak attack and it's doubled because I'm an assassin. Not to kill,
right.
I'm just trying to knock him out.
Yeah, he's knocked out for sure. With all that
And
damage.
I run after Ast. So
All
I
right.
guess that's my turn.
All right. Ost, you are currently afraid of this thing that's standing in the middle of the street, which I'm not sure what it is because I don't know what your character's afraid of.
Many things. Failure. Being stupid. I'm probably gonna continue to like tell Howler that it's there. I see it. It's not what he said. It's different, and still try to scramble to get away.
I don't see anything. It's probably someone playing tricks on you.
Probably.
Your Arcana sensed that it was a trap.
Sure. Or did I sense it was a trap?
No, you didn't sense it was a trap. He sensed it was a trap and then saw a thing appear.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the thing, I'm just following out. Maybe you should run back to the tavern if you're so scared of it.
I think my character would know better than to like be that terrified, but still try to, there's the I see what I'm seeing, but I know what I know.
Yeah.
Could I make another
So
roll?
you know it's a trap,
right.
but you're still afraid of it.
Could I?
So as you try to get close to it, you would have to make a wisdom saving throws each time.
I will try
to see if you can get closer to it.
I will move closer to it to try to break it or whatever hold it has.
All right.
Shit.
You just can't get over it. You're too afraid. You can't get in closer.
I tell Howler I can't shake this.
You'll sleep it off. It's fine.
We need to stop whatever this is, but I can't get close to it. I point to a general direction of where I think it is.
It's probably nothing. It was just a crazy person.
Just a crazy person. I see a thing and it's there. Can you try to fix it? Break it?
I don't see anything there. I don't know what you want from me.
Walk that way.
You can try to roll a perception check to see if you see the thing.
I'll roll a perception check. But I'm pretty far away at this point, right?
Yeah. You guys are back at the alleyway.
16.
You see the waves in the air, which is indicative of something magical being there, but you don't know what it is.
It's just some smoke. It's fine.
All right.
I would think my character would stay out of, I don't know, curiosity of like, what is this? Even though I'm terrified, how can I find out more about it?
Okay, I've come to a solution. This will work. I try to get within 60 feet of the smoke.
You can get within 60 feet of the smoke.
And I light up the bomb and I toss the bomb at the smoke.
Alright. You throw the bomb near the smoke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make an Arcana check because technically this bomb is a magical device.
Do I get advantage because I used them before?
No, because
Oh.
you don't. No one instructed you on how to use this.
10.
All right, you light the fuse and you throw it near the thing, and apparently the fuse goes out before it blows up.
Oh. Well, that was rather dull. I'm out of ideas. I'll head back.
All right, so there are a few things that you can try to do. You can try to send someone else over. There was a guy that you could try to interview, but he's currently unconscious. Let's see. Um, there are other people there that appear to be sleeping. You could try to ask them to see if they know anything about it.
But they're sleeping. Who would want to disturb them?
Well, there's nothing else. Also, Thrainin. I forgot about Thrainin.
Oh yeah, Training is there. He's
He is
probably
there.
curious.
Yes, he is the curious type. So he's going to fall for the trap. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to walk towards it because he doesn't really know what's going on. He's
He's
going to
probably
walk
just gonna
towards
greet it. Hey, I'm Training.
it. He doesn't know if it's sentient or not, which is he's going to approach it, which he's going to need to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, he got enough. So he manages to approach it, and it appears that there's a glyph on the ground in the nearby area that is causing this to happen. And he's going to try to approach it and see if he can do something with it. He doesn't have any spells or anything, so he's just going to try to mess it up.
There is a bomb on the floor there.
Yes, there is. That's one of the things he's considering. Let's see. So he's going to try to light the fuse on this thing, I guess. He has to use Arcana in order to do that. He got a 22, so he manages to light the thing, and he moves back, and it blows up, and the waviness is gone, but Ost is still afraid and still sees something in the middle of the street.
Huh.
Okay.
Is the glyph gone? Or is it just
Yes,
the smoke gone?
the glyph is gone. Thrainin walks up and gives a thumbs up. The glyph is not there anymore.
Well, I guess we're done here. Let's head back to the tavern, trade it.
I'm gonna
All
clutch
right.
the halfling and walk.
All right. So as you guys start heading back, I'm gonna need Oz to start making perception checks. So make one first.
Okay.
All right. You see more of these things down different roads as you're walking back,
All right.
and they seem to be approaching you and getting closer to you.
I'm gonna tell everybody there's gotta terrified, of course, there's gotta be more. Whatever the glyph you demolished can't be the only one.
Why not?
Do I see them anywhere else?
You see the person is what they glyph like, or the thing you're afraid of? Or
yeah, her character sees a bunch of these things that her character's afraid of.
Yeah, so it's not the glyphs you see.
I would deduce my character would think that there's probably more glyphs or there's probably more magic still around.
Fair enough. So you see one that's standing right in front of the tavern.
And I
currently.
freak
And
out.
it's looking, whatever it is looking at you, if it has eyes.
All right. I start to freak out and tell them it's there. There has to be some magic item making it be there. Can I do perception to see if or Arcana to see if I can see another glyph or another reason for it to be there?
From this far away, you can try perception.
Absolutely.
And neither of us sees it, right?
11.
No, you two don't see anything.
Okay.
You see the thing is there, but if there's a glyph there, the thing might be obscuring it.
Okay.
But since they don't see it, they might be able to see it easier.
Okay.
So you could talk to them and tell them to go look.
I tell everybody, go over there. I can't see anything. I can't get close.
I'll go over to the tavern door.
And from Oz' perspective, he is standing inside of this thing, whatever it is, and it's currently looking at him menacingly.
Oh, why don't you take the cloak I gave you and take it around your eyes? It's fine.
It'll only cover one eye.
You don't have that big of a head.
All right, so
That's not a bad idea,
Howler,
actually.
you're looking at the spot.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking around, but do I see anything?
Roll an investigation since you're close.
6.
You don't see anything. Even Thranen, he comes over and looks. It tells you what to look for. There's nothing there. There's no glyph or anything.
I'm just convinced that she'll sleep it off, and it's fine. So, are you coming?
Hold my hand. I get the little green cloak and I... something like that.
You put it over your eyes?
Yeah, so I can't see whatever is terrifying me.
Okay, so as you attempt to approach the tavern, I'm gonna still need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
15.
All right, still not enough. DC is 16, just so you know for future reference.
Okay.
So you're just barely not making it. As you put this thing in front of you, it seems as though the cloak becomes invisible to your sight, and you can only see the thing now.
Okay, at that point, I would pull back and start freaking out.
Well, why don't you climb up the window then?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So the thing is in front of the door. I'm gonna try to go around
To the wall and in the window.
I'm gonna try to go around it so it's not staring at me anymore.
All right. So as you attempt to move around the tavern, you see it like you don't see it anymore, and then suddenly you see like it's surrounded in like a black aura almost, and you can see its black aura moving towards the side.
Okay, I close my eyes and I run towards it.
All right, another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Why? This is my best
you
run.
Just can't. You just can't move closer to it.
Okay.
And at this point, you can see its form around coming around the corner, and its eyeballs just staring directly at you.
I fall into the fetal position and just start crying.
All right. Thranen is going to do something at this point because I know he's be trying to do something, but he's not here, so I'm going to try to get him to do something.
I tell Traden, how about we just put some sleep aid in her and we drag her upstairs.
That's fine.
I
She'll
don't
sleep it
know.
off. It's fine.
I don't have any left on me.
Yeah, I have some.
You can try that if you want. I'm gonna try something first, though. Let me just try my thing.
Sure.
To try, he's gonna walk over to Ost, and he is going to attempt. Let's see. He's going to attempt to drag Ost closer to where the thing is. So unless if you resist, which will be determined by the wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
then you maybe move closer. So no. You are going to try to resist him. So he is going to try to grapple you.
Athletics against athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
The defender's choice.
So he's going to use athletics because he has to.
Okay, I'll use athletics.
Nope. You don't resist. So he's pulling you towards it. And you are afraid, so you physically are you're like digging your heels and trying to not get closer to this thing.
Mhm.
But he is pulling you towards it. And as you get, I'll say that you are like 5 feet away from it. And he is currently inside of it. Eyes are like going through his chest, sort of thing. And its form is just there. I'm going to. I need to roll something. Just a second. Stupid thing. There we go. Okay. Does that hit your armor class?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see the thing. It grows an appendage if it didn't have an appendage before. And it reaches out towards you and touches you. And I'm going to give you some damage. 9 psychic damage. As your brain just can't handle the strain of being too close to this thing.
Okay.
So, Thranen is still dragging you into this thing. He's going to drag you into its space if he continues.
Not much I can do other than struggle.
You can tell him what's happening if you wish.
I thought I had been telling them. I would probably just be terrified at this point, screaming, crying, like, no, like, it's there.
Okay, so you do feel pain in your brain now, whereas before you didn't. So you can tell them that.
Okay. This hurts me mentally and not physically. It's got to be some kind of trick or trap.
You'll sleep it off.
Alright, Thranen doesn't really understand that it's doing damage to you, so he's going to continue dragging you through there.
Okay.
It's going to roll again. Come on, there we go. Plus, what was it? Plus 6. Does 15 hit your armor class?
It does not.
Alright, so this time, as you start to enter space, it sort of moves back away from you, and it tries to touch you again with its appendage. But this time...
Does she get an attack of opportunity?
No, it's moving back as she's moving forward, so it's technically remaining in the same space.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, so its appendage tries to reach out towards you, and it doesn't touch you this time because you managed to move your face out of the way.
Cool. I'm still gonna keep struggling and someone save me.
Okay.
In so many words.
Okay. So this time, you get to,
There it is.
if you wish. First, I'm going to get you to make a wisdom saving throw to see if you're afraid of it at this turn or not. Okay, so you're not afraid of it this turn. So you can let him you if you wish. You have control over yourself now.
Okay.
You can do
Where
whatever
is?
you wish. This turn.
How far away from me is whatever I saw?
It's about 5 feet away, but he's currently trying to drag you around the corner, so he's just moving around and dragging your arms. But it's like, so you're facing this way, and this is the front of the bar, and it's right next to you this way. So
Okay.
5 feet away.
Probably gonna cast guiding bolt.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, that would hit.
Cool.
So damage. You just click the name in the chat for
Okay.
damage. A lot of damage. Plus it's radiant. Okay, so the thing that you're seeing, it looks down at you and then it recoils back as you hit it.
Mhm.
And let me just double check something here. Okay, it disintegrates.
Okay.
So both of you, Thranen and Howler, you see Ost cast the guiding bolt towards it, which is just a beam of light or a little bolt of light that goes towards this space that has nothing in it, and you see the guiding bolt dissipates on something, and Ost, you see the thing vanish and dissipate.
Do we see the thing at the wall or still no?
You don't see anything. You just see the bolt disappear.
Be careful, you don't want to break the tavern.
And now the thing that was near you is gone, but there's more in the streets everywhere that you can see.
Of what I'm terrified of?
Yeah, the things that you're terrified of, but
Okay.
currently on this turn, you still have movement that you can use during this turn. Currently suppressing the fear.
Okay. How far away are the other things?
Minimum, the closest one would be about 70 feet away.
Does radiant damage hit that?
They all
radiant damage. Radiant Sacred Flame. How far does Sacred Flame go?
I'm not sure. Should say in your spell description.
Yeah, if you just click it, I think it says the range.
Oh, it actually tells you.
Or it's 60 feet.
Okay, cool. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna.
Yeah, so you'd have to move 10 feet.
I'll move 10
closer
feet to try to attack it.
All right. Yeah, that would work. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw by the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which these things.
They get no benefit from cover, though.
Well, they don't have any because they're just walking around, and they all are looking in your direction. Just so you know.
Okay.
So it got a 2, so it takes full damage.
Oh, it actually did the damage. Okay, so then it was 13 damage.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use the calculator.
Did you mean to put -3?
Yes, it has a -3
Okay.
dex.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Yeah. It has a -3 dex. Okay. This one is still alive, but it is looking at you, and it seems like it's moving towards you at this point.
Of course it is. Okie doke.
All right.
Whatever movement I have left, I'm gonna try to run into inside.
All right. Fair enough. Okay, so Howler and Thranen, you currently don't see anything. Both of you. So I'll say Howler, I'll let you go.
I'll go back to the tavern, and I'll go back to the room, and I'll
Alright,
go to sleep.
I can get you to make what's the thing that I'm looking for? I'm gonna get you to make an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence.
Oh no, that's save. Check.
Alright. So yeah, that if Ost's attack would have hit nothing, the bolt would have continued on, and it wouldn't have just dissipated in the air. So it came into contact with something. So you can continue to walk into the bar if you wish, but you're just thinking that as you're walking into the bar.
Are you coming out? You should just head into the bar and stay. We're
Ost is
leaving
still
tomorrow
a little
anyway.
bit outside the bar.
Yeah, I'll just wait for her at the entrance.
All right.
Osta's going inside.
Great. Thranen is gonna be scratching his chin, trying to figure this out. In his mind. I'll get him to make an intelligence. No, he doesn't. He doesn't figure it out. He has no idea what's going on, so he shrugs and walks into the bar. Okay, so after that happens, you, Ost, see the beings or whatever it is that these things are. You see that the one that you hit is coming towards you, but as it's moving towards you, you hear a noise coming from it. And then you see that the other ones that are currently in the streets are now moving towards you as well. So it's not just the one that you attacked that's moving towards you. The other ones are also moving towards you.
Okay. Crap. How far is the closest one for me?
The closest one is currently moving. It's actually still its turn. Okay. It was 60 feet away, and then you moved because you walked to it, and then you walked away from it 20 feet. So it's 60, 70, 80 feet away. So it can't get to you, even with dash. So now it's right on top of you, and you feel afraid.
Okay.
So it's your turn. You're going to need to make a wisdom saving throw. All right, so you save, so you have control of your turn.
Okay,
So this thing is 5 feet in front of you.
Of course it is.
And there's a bunch of other ones that are swarming towards you.
I go as close as I can to being inside my full movement, 30 feet.
Yeah, so 10 of your movement would get you in the door of the bar.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to the door, shoot it with Sacred Flame. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot with Sacred Flame.
All right.
And then go inside.
All right. So throw me up another Sacred Flame to see how much damage you do. Okay. So it gets a -3 on its dex. Yep, not enough. So it takes the full 8. So this is the closest one, the one that you hit before?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 20. Yeah, this one dissipates.
Yay.
But there are still, within your vision, you can see like 10 of them swarming towards the door.
Crap.
So what do you do? After this one, okay, you shut the door, and
run back.
You turn to look inside the bar, I assume?
Sure.
Right? You see 2 or 3 more of them, but they are currently just standing still. That are inside the bar.
Okay.
And they're just looking at you.
They're just looking at me.
So
okay.
I try to lock the door, figuring that it's probably just something invisible.
All right. So you locked the door.
So yeah.
It's a tavern door, so it does have a lock on it just in case like attackers come. So it just has a regular lock on it and a bolt, so you can do both.
Any more in here?
Yes, and I start pointing out the 3 or 2 that I saw.
Yeah, 3. You saw 3. One's behind the bar, and it's just standing next to the barkeep, and the barkeep walks right through it when he walks past it. And the other 2 are just standing in random bar.
Could you point me to one of them, and I'll try to cut it? Do I just cut
I point and tell him where it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so he points. Ost points towards where one of them is.
I try
and one
to
of them's
cut
behind the bar. Okay, so you going to cut the one behind the bar, or one of the 2 with the pig?
One of the 2 at the tables.
Okay, so you are close enough to get to one of those. So I'll just say that one is being damaged. Okay, if you hit it, so roll the hit with disadvantage. Because you can't see it.
It's a surprise, right? That someone that shouldn't be able to see it are hitting at it.
Yeah, the fact that someone who can't see it is trying to hit it would be a surprise.
So then I would have advantage, so I end up with a normal roll, right?
Normal roll. Wow. Okay, so yeah, those both hit.
Sneak attack. So yeah, it's the left one for the first one because it's automatically, and the second one should be crit because it hasn't taken a turn in combat, and then it's the 21 sneak attack because it hasn't taken a turn.
All right, so do you mind giving me the total there?
34 plus
34.
47.
47? Okay, this thing is... Ost, you see him swing in that direction, and after the second weapon hits it, it dissipates.
Okay.
Do I feel anything?
But he doesn't see anything. You don't feel like you came into contact with anything.
Is it still there?
No, you got it.
And the other 2 in the bar are currently moving towards him now.
Okay.
Where's the other ones?
Okay.
So that's your turn, I would assume, because it would take up most of your movement to get there anyway. Thranen is just confused. He has no idea what's happening.
Oh yeah, can I do like a free action to tell training? They're just invisible enemies. I don't think they're that tough.
He goes, okay, and he is going to, I guess, he's going to try to. First, he's going to do something that's a free action, so he may as well do it anyway. He's going to try and see if he can see any semblance of them. Whether it's a physical form or not, he's going to try to see if he can see something. Perception. He does, actually. He sees that there are vapors in the area. In the two areas that Ost points out. Okay. Head towards.
Back at it again.
Yay. It was working really well for a while.
Yeah, it normally doesn't happen.
The barkeeper does think.
Yeah, we heard the barkeeper doesn't.
He swings at it.
We just heard a few words, the barkeep, and he swings at it.
All right. Oh, sorry, he's happy. Yeah, 23 hits, does 9 damage. I think he has a second attack. If I'm.
Well, welcome back.
Did I just come back?
Yeah.
Did I just come back right now? I said the barkeep swings. The barkeep doesn't really know what's happening, so he's completely confused. So he's gonna swing. Thrainen's gonna swing, and he has 2 attacks, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So those both hit. It's for 18.
Do you think we should redo the call?
I sent them a message that it's happening again.
Okay.
You should probably just restart this PC. That'll probably fix it.
Okay. Did you want to all disconnect and then oh, never mind.
Oh, we'll see.
Hello?
Welcome back.
I think you probably have to restart your PC.
That's possible. But this time I ran a troubleshooter, and it says that the DNS server wasn't responding for a second. I don't know why that's happening. Try to restart it now, but that would take me a little while.
Or we
I'm
can try,
going to
but
try
if it happens
one more
again,
time to.
yeah.
All right. So what happened? What's happening is it's their turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are going to move towards Howler. They're going to try to hit him.
They have advantage because I'm invisible, because they're invisible, don't they?
Yes, because you don't know how to see them.
Yeah.
All right. Roll with advantage, so I gotta roll.
Do that miss us.
Okay. So the second one. 17?
Uh,
17 hit?
sure, I'll take the hit.
Alright. So 2d8.
But I'm gonna uncanny dodge it.
Alright. Don't remember what I put for the.
I think it was
Oh,
2d8
okay.
plus 3 psychic.
Yeah. Okay, so you take
So I take
7
3.
damage.
I can half it
Yeah,
with my...
yeah, I'm just saying what the total is. Okay, so 7 half to 3. And you feel like you have a strange headache suddenly.
I still don't see them, right?
No, you don't see them. You just feel like you have a headache all of a sudden, like your head hurts.
I'll sleep it off.
Alright. So, another thing is going to happen. The barkeep and some of the patrons see people swinging weapons at the air and they're confused. Ragnuk, the barkeep, he's going to say, "Why you do that?"
They're just some ghosts here. We're dealing with them.
Ghost? I see no ghost.
Yeah, they're invisible.
Oh. And that's going to be their turn, trying to figure out what's happening. Next is Ost's turn. Since you can see their frightening form, you still need to make your wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 16.
Just enough, so you have control of your turn.
Okay. Guiding or sacred flame on the nearest one.
Alright, so there are 2 that are pretty much equidistant. You can attack the one that's more damaged.
Okay, perfect.
If you want. Alright, go ahead with that. Okay, so -3. Yeah, they definitely do not make that. So 10 damage plus what they already have. So that's, yeah. This one, it seems like when you hit it this time, it's
White
still
medium star. White medium star.
What was that?
Sorry. iPad.
oh, okay.
I hit the wrong button.
I thought I was doing things. So yeah, that made me lose my train of thought. Oh, right. This time when you hit it, it seems to almost be losing its form, It seems like it's just barely holding on
Okay.
to its form.
I'm gonna yell. I think it's dying.
All right. So is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. So you're just standing near the doorway. All right. So next person's turn is Howler's.
I'm gonna strike at whatever hit me, or attempt to.
Dang.
All right. The rapier hits, and the short sword does not.
So that's 7.
All right. The one that hit you is the one that's damaged. So, yep, that one dissipates. You swing, and it doesn't feel like you're doing anything differently than what you were doing before. But to Ost, you see that one dissipates into the air.
I yell, it's gone.
Okay.
All right, so Thranen is going to walk towards the vapor that he sees. All right, so he's going to swing his rapier twice at it. First rapier misses, second rapier hits. 6. Alright, clear 6. So one has a little bit of damage on it. Okay, enemy turn. Sure. Ost, you see it move. It's going to move away from Howler and Thranen. Thranen gets an attack of opportunity, and so does Howler, but Howler has
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
$18.
Yeah, still hit.
6 slashing.
All right. And he's going to swing his rapier. He misses, unfortunately for him. So that's another 6. Okay, so you see it move up the stairs, going up to the upper rooms, the upper floors.
Okay.
And it disappears out of sight. So it's up in another floor. And that's the enemy's turn, and the NPC's turn. Ragnarok is going to say, "But how do I know it's ghosts? And you're
Can't
not
you take
just
my
making a
word
fool."
for it?
Take a word.
Well,
He
you
seems
can always
confused.
trust a halfling. It's
You're going to need to make a perception check, or persuasion. Sorry. You persuaded him. So, okay, I guess. And he walks into the back. He seems like he's going to go get the other warriors awake to see if there's something there that they can deal with. All right, so that's their turn. Ost, you saw that one went up the stairs to the upper rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any more.
Gonna go after it.
All right, so you currently cannot. It's not within. It's still. Actually, it does still take effect. So I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw since you're moving closer to it.
18.
So you still have control of your turn.
Okay.
Seems as though you're getting used to the feeling that this thing is giving you, and you're trying to overcome it. So you can do whatever it is you wish.
Go advance as close as I can, or 30 feet. And when it comes in range, blast it again.
All right, so you move 30 feet. You have to walk through the entire bar. So 30 feet gets you about 3/4 of the way through the bar, and you have to use the rest of your movement to get to the stairs, and you still don't see it.
Okay.
So you'd have
Double
to dash
movement.
in order to get to the stairs.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you still
gonna-
don't see it.
Crap. All right. I will yell or tell people it came this way.
I mean, sure, I can move 75 feet. Can I catch up with something?
All right. You can move your 75 feet since her turn.
I mean, I'll move 50 feet first up the stairs. Where is it?
You see nothing.
I ask you, where is it?
I point to where I think it would be.
So her character points up the stairs. But he didn't see it. Us didn't see it.
I'll shoot down this hallway. Sure.
All right. So I'm gonna get you to make a disadvantage strike.
13.
You hit the ceiling, and it doesn't appear like you hit anything.
As usual. I think I hit it. It's stuck in the ceiling
everything
now.
else has just been going through it, so as far as you know, you hit it. Thranen is going to go up to Ost, and he's going to say, what are these things? Do you have any idea?
No.
You can make a Arcana or Nature check to see if you know what these things are.
Okay. Same thing. 17.
You're not entirely sure. They might be ghosts, but ghosts don't tend to... They tend to, if they attack people, you can physically see, like, their appendage that's attacking somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how people know that they're being attacked by ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for them to affect the physical world, they have to corporealize for a moment in order to hit you. These things haven't corporealized at all. At least to them, they don't see anything other than the vapor, which Thranen sees.
Okay.
So you don't think they're ghosts, but they must be something similar because of how they react to radiant damage. But you're not sure what these things are.
Okay. I'll relay the information. I remember this one time with a thing.
Thranen says, "Yeah, I see vapor in the air sometimes, and it goes away when you say they're gone. So maybe that's what they are." And he tries to run up past you.
Do I see any vapors?
You have to make a perception check. With advantage, because you know what to look for.
19.
You currently don't see any that are close enough for you to hit, but you do see that they are up in the hallway somewhere. Tip top of some of the vapors.
They're fleeing, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get away.
Yeah, let them go.
Alright. So, Thranen and Ost are the only ones who are still going to be doing things. So, enemy turn comes up. Thranen still can't catch up to them or get within range of them. So, they move. So it is Ost's turn.
All right. Am I...
Yep, wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Yep. So you have control of your turn.
I run up the stairs or walk up the stairs. Can I, like, line of sight now?
Yes, you do see it, and it appears like it's attempting to go up the second set of stairs on the opposite side.
Cool. Pew pew. Sacred flame. If I can.
Alright. So, DC dodge. It got a 0, so
13.
15 damage.
Mhm.
13. Yeah, that one dissipates. But as you come up the stairs, you can see the black aura of more of them. Some of them seem to be in some of the rooms.
I'm gonna run downstairs. Or walk downstairs.
Alright, so you go back downstairs.
Yes.
And Thranen is going to say, "Did you get them all?"
No, there's more, and they're coming.
They're coming? Where?
Upstairs. They seem like they're going in the rooms. Can't we just take a nap? I'm tired.
Well, if they're in the rooms, how can we rest?
I don't know, in the bar.
Alright, so he rushes over towards the bar and he plops down and he says, "Okay, power resting." And he just sits there, looking back and forth. He's not sure what you're trying to get him to do. But you guys can go behind the bar if you want.
My character's hoping that they'll just pass.
Alright, fair enough. Okay, so Howler, what do you wish to do?
I'll return to my room.
Alright, you go back to the room. And as you do, Zill and Toric are both there, and they see you come in, and they say, "So what was wrong?"
If the door opens by itself, it's probably a ghost. So just hit the air.
Wait, there's ghosts?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm too tired to deal with this shit.
I've already killed 10 of them. I got it.
Alright, man. Whatever you say. And he goes back to sleep, and Zill goes back to sleep reluctantly.
Yeah, I'll just close the door. And lock it, of course.
So,
I'll open if I hear anyone.
Alright. So, Thranen and Ost are currently sitting behind the bar, and a few minutes pass, and a couple guards come out, and they say, "Well, what seems to be the problem out here?"
You remember when everyone was in the street and they were freaking out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw them too. I saw them anyway.
So that crazy guy isn't crazy, you're trying to say?
Exactly. He's not crazy.
Well, we'll do a perimeter search and make sure everybody's safe upstairs.
Don't you think it was weird how everybody was just sleeping in the street and only one person was yelling and nobody else was waking up?
Yeah, well, we're used to him, that's why.
I don't think you get used to crazy.
Oh,
Sure you do.
If a random dude runs through the streets screaming about monsters and everybody goes and looks the first 30 times, usually we dismiss it after that.
So he's not crazy.
Okay, we'll do a perimeter search and see if we find anything. So he and a few other guards go around and they start looking for something, although they don't know what they're looking for 100%, but they'll take your description to heart and see if they can find something. But you'll have to wait and see if anything results from it.
Okay. I tell Thrainin?
Yeah.
I'm
Thrainen's
gonna
the
close my eye and take me upstairs. I just want to sleep this off.
All right, so Thrainen says, okay, I'll stop power resting and take you upstairs. And he takes you in his arms and carries you to the room.
Okay.
It seems as though you do tend to have to resist it somewhat, but it seems like you're getting the hang of it based on your saves recently. You basically haven't had to deal with it for a little while, so it seems like you're getting better at it. And you do have the feeling that something is still trying to prevent you from going closer to it, and then sometimes you feel like you're getting further away from certain ones and getting closer to other ones. So you feel like there's still presences in this building, but you get put back in your room, and there isn't one in the room.
Awesome.
Puts you. I hope nothing's in here. And he looks around and he says, I don't see any of the vapors.
I crawl under my bed to sleep.
All right. He watches you go under the bed and he says, okay. If you need us, you know where we are. If you can get to us. And he starts to leave the room, unless if you tell him to stay in the room.
I'll probably tell him, like, don't leave.
All right, I'll sit on the bed and he goes and sits on the bed and he closes the door and locks it, so
Cool.
that way can come in if it's affected by walls. You're not sure if it is or not. You haven't seen any walk through walls yet, but he locks it and just sits there in the bed. And from what you know about him, he apparently stays. He can sense things while he's sleeping, so yeah, he'll be able to tell you if anything comes in. So we'll start the long rest again. For those who interrupted their long rest, you'll have to wait another 8 hours. So from that time. So when you woke up, it was about an hour after you guys started, and I'll say that you guys exploring the town and coming back, I'll say that took about an hour and a half. So you'll be waking up about 2.5 hours after everybody else wakes up. So you guys start your long rest, and as you do, Ost, you need to make 3 wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
As you're resting. Alright, so the first one, you start to have a fitful sleep, but you're managing to still stay asleep. And when you got the natural 1 there, you start to have a dream. And in the dream, you see some, you're in a black void, which is common for visions in this world apparently. You're in a black void, and you can see in front of you, like you're currently standing in a black void, but you can see in front of you a forest. And you seem to be standing on something. So you get to interact with this dream or vision or whatever it is. So you're aware and you're in a black void and you're currently standing on something, but when you look down, it's just black void. And you can see in front of you like a forest, like a forest in front of you.
Okay. Go towards the trees.
All right. So as you approach the trees, you walk for what seems like an hour, 2 hours maybe. You're just walking towards this forest to see if something's in the forest. And then, since you got the -1, I'm saying that the second one failed as well, so you're not resisting this vision in any way at this point. You see, you're walking through forest and there's like logs in front of you and you're just trying to get over them. It's like a greenwood forest, like evergreen trees. So pine needles, those sorts of things. So you have those smells and that environment all around you at this point. And you can still see where the black void is, but you're walking into the forest. So if you look behind you, you can see where the black void was. But after about an hour or two, you can't see the black void anymore because it's too far away through the trees. But you're still walking through. You can see like dead, rotting stuff on the ground, like leaves and those sorts of things. And you climb over a particular log, and you look in this particular area. It's surrounded by logs, and it's a clearing. And so the logs are along the ground. It sort of looks like maybe like a campfire sitting area almost, but there's no campfire in the middle. And the logs are carved out to look like seats and those sorts of things. And as you sort of walk towards the middle, walking along, and you see, you turn around and you see, you look behind yourself and you see what looks like a humanoid figure standing behind you.
Okay.
It's very, very vague looking. It's kind of blurry.
Probably approach it slow.
All right, so I'm going to get you to make another wisdom saving throw as you attempt to approach it within the vision.
9.
All right, so it seems to be keeping you in place. You can't approach it. You can't get any closer to it.
Can I try to speak?
Sure, you can try.
Okay. Hello?
It seems like you're able to speak, and you do say hello. And the figure is just standing in front of you. It doesn't seem to react. I'm going to get you to make a perception check.
16.
Right, 16. You see that the figure seems to be outlined, like you can see like the outline of the figure. It seems like it's got proportions of a human, but it seems like the face, you can't really see any features on it. You don't really see any eyes or mouth or nose on it. It just seems like a flat surface for the front.
Okay.
And it's just sort of looking at you. It looks like it's wearing relatively fancy clothing, from what you can see based on that perception. It's wearing some sort of black colored clothing with, like, you can see like the chest part of the black part is open on the top, and you can see like white in here. So it must be wearing something white underneath the black. And you can see what looks like a piece of cloth that's just sort of hanging down from the throat, maybe like an ascot or something. You're not entirely sure. And it's reddish in color. But its arms are extremely elongated. Its legs are regular height, So its arms seem much longer than they should be. It's reaching like down past its knees, its arms are. But other than that, it seems like it's human proportions. And it's just standing there looking at you. Or facing towards you, it looks like. You can't see if it has eyes or anything.
Okay. Is it speaking to me? Or it's just...
No, it doesn't respond.
Okay, I'll try to talk to it again.
All right.
Hello, can you hear me?
And as you say that, you sort of glance to the side a little bit, and you notice that there's a walking towards you. It looks like a child, maybe, and their face is pretty much blank, except they have like a... It looks like sort of like a ridge going down the middle of their face, rather than like a mouth or nose or anything. They just have a ridge going down the middle of their face, and they have two eyeballs. They're pure black, and they approach you, and they have a piece of paper in their hands, and they pass it to you.
They pass me the paper or attempting to?
Yeah, they're holding it out for you to take from them.
Before I take it, I'm gonna have a quick look to see if there's any writing on it, and then I'll take the paper.
Okay, there is writing on it, and there are drawings on it. There is a circular drawing with like an X through it, it looks like, and it looks like it was the ground was like when you were drawing, it looks like they scratched it back and forth, like each of the lines. Like the circle looks like it was done over and over again, and the X looks like it was done over and over again. And there's like trees and stuff on the paper, and it says, "I hear you," on it in like scratched writing, similar to the drawings, and it's written in big letters.
What are you?
The child offers you to take the page from it if you want to take it.
Okay. I take the page. I don't lose gaze on the
All
child just yet.
All right. So the child turns around to the figure behind it, and it does have like black eyeballs, and it looks to the figure behind it, and the figure, it sort of like gets blurry, more blurry and less blurry, and it's like vibrating out like this almost, and then it stops, turns back around to you, and has another page in its hand.
The child?
Yeah, the child has another
figure.
page in its hand.
I take the page and see what it says.
Similar drawings on it surrounding the words, and it says, "I am the operator."
Okay. I don't understand. What do you mean, the operator?
It doesn't respond. And the child looks back, and it doesn't seem like there's any response.
Crap. Okay, bye. I turn around and walk back toward where I think the void was.
As soon as you try to walk away, I'm going to need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
26.
All right, this time you manage to push it out of your mind. It's trying to hold you in place. It seems like it's still trying to communicate with you.
Okay, I turn back around. What do you want?
So the child with the ridge on the face looks back, and then it turns back around after the same reverberations, and it has another page in its hand.
I advance forward to take the page and check it out.
It says, "Your help."
What? Okay, so I tell them.
Yeah, you asked it, "What do you want?" and it said, "Your help."
Yeah. How can I help you?
You see the child looks back, and then it looks towards you before it gets a page, and then you can see that the ridge that's in the middle of its face it splits open a little bit, and you can tell that it's just a sideways mouth. And you can see that there are teeth on either side, like over here, and it's just sort of smiling at you for an uncomfortably long time.
Do I have any of my weaponry on me?
Actually, you do not, but you do have your armor on.
Okay. I'm going to tell the little child thing. You can stop smiling now. That's creepy.
And it glances back, still smiling, and then the reverberations happen again, and it has a page in its hands.
And what?
It's still smiling at you.
I roll my eyes and I take the paper.
All right. The page says, "We are trapped."
How do I get out of this so I can help you?
And the child looks back. Reverberations. And then it has another page.
Take the page.
Read
it.
This time it says, "We don't know."
If I wasn't trapped here, how could I help you?
The child looks back, same thing, page.
Take the page, read the page.
All right, this time it says, let me see. "Trapped in forest." No, actually, it doesn't say that. It says "trapped in bubble."
Bubble.
Yeah, it says "trapped in bubble. Sent agents for help."
Sent or send?
Sent agents for help.
Okay. I guess I should wake up so I can go help you.
The child looks back just one last time, and reverberations, and it says, "Stop." And the page says, I'll just assume that you take it. And the page says, "Stop killing my agents."
Oh. Oh. So I tell the child and the guy again, then tell them to stop scaring people and coming after people like me.
Okay, happens again. You take the page. And this time it says, "We know no other way."
If you're scaring us, how does that help you?
It doesn't answer.
Stop smiling at me. I probably would be creeped out by that child.
It stops at this point. Yeah, it stops.
Okay. I tell him again. How does scaring people help you? You scare people, they want to stop the scaring.
It doesn't answer.
Why
It doesn't seem like it's. It doesn't seem like it wants to answer that question. Or maybe it doesn't know the answer to that question.
All right. Okay, so I ask it again. I ask it, if we stop killing what's scaring you, how does that benefit us?
It gives an answer, and this time it says, "We are afraid of the dark,
Are afraid
as
of the...
are you."
Oh,
So
oh,
they are. It seems like they're referring to the shadow,
okay.
like the bubble creatures and the wall and all that stuff.
You're afraid of the shadow. Like, I'm not taking them seriously.
And this time you see a little bit stronger reverberations, and then the child sort of stumbles back a bit, and then it has a page in its hands and it offers it to you, and reluctantly. And as you take it, you can see that this time it's larger lettering, and it takes up the entire page, and it says, "It." No, sorry. It says, "It threatens us."
What is it?
And it seems to it reverberates a little bit, and the child has a page in its hand, and this time it's just a drawing, and it's the same hard sketched picture, and it shows of one of the bubble creatures, except for this one looks a little bit different than the one that you're trapped in. It
A
has
bubble.
different appendage.
Okay, like some kind of abomination?
It's it's the thing that's holding you in the city, except for this one is in a different location.
Oh, okay. All right. So we question mark, we stop killing your agents. You guys go out and take it down, and then everybody lives happily ever after.
It reverberates again. Another page. This time it says, "We know not how to defeat it."
Can we work together to defeat this?
Another reverberation, another page. This time it says, "We are unsure." This time it's a lot smaller lettering, and it seems like it's a lot more neatly written. You're not sure why the difference is. And it says, "We are unsure of your loyalties. You must prove to us that you are among our station." There we go. That's the word.
That we're at your station?
You are among our station.
Okay.
And it says, "To do this, you must go to the." I have the world map in front of me. "You must go to the Undying Wood and help us liberate it."
Go to the Undying Woods. Where is the Undying Woods on the map?
Right, top of the river there.
Right up. There it is.
And it continues. We currently have an ally there, but we are unsure of his loyalties as well. And he is attempting to liberate the area, but we are unsure of his loyalties.
Okay, so in conclusion, we go over there, we liberate the Undying Wood, we come back and we prove to you somehow that we've done it, and then we do what?
Another piece of paper comes. This time it's written messily again, and it says, "We are there."
Oh, Okay, swell. So then we don't prove to you, and you will make contact with us after we have liberated the Undying Forest. Wood.
It you can see the head in the blurriness nod.
Okay. What are the consequences should we not be able to complete the task?
We will end up killing them.
Yeah.
another page that's fairly simply written. It says, if you do oppose us, you will no longer be our ally after the threat is dealt with, and we will deal with you accordingly.
Oh, that is not what I said. I said, what if we go over there and we cannot complete it? Not we will not.
Okay, so then another page comes, and it's the same, less sloppily written.
Mhm.
It says, if you cannot defeat it, then you will be dead.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll rally the troops.
Alright, so you get the reverberations again, and the child begins to step back and smiles again.
Stop
And it's
smiling.
creepy. And
Stop
it
smiling,
goes
Jeff.
back into the woods. It goes back into the woods and disappears behind a tree. And the man that's in front of you, a bunch of black inky things come out from behind it. It looks almost like a large spider is behind it. And
Okay.
it reaches out towards you and it encompasses you, and then you awaken when the long rest is over.
Okay. Do I wake up feeling refreshed at all?
You wake up and you feel like you've slept on a floor, but otherwise you feel fine.
Okay. Is everybody else waking up at this point?
Yes, Howler and Thranen is still in the bed, sitting on the bed next to the bed that you're sleeping under.
Okie
And
dokie.
he hasn't noticed that you've woken up yet.
All right, I'm gonna wake him up and tell him we need breakfast and we need to talk.
All right. Okay. So Thranen, as soon as you start moving, he looks over towards you, and he says, "Oh, you're awake."
Yes.
And then he says, "You've been having cold sweats all night. Is everything fine?"
We need to talk. All of us.
Oh, okay. I'll go get the others. And we'll say that Thranen knocks on the door, Howler.
Yeah.
So you hear knocking at the door.
I'll say come in and I'll check under the bed what's happening there.
He's still tied up.
Oh yeah, actually Traden come in here, or I don't know it's him yet, but when I open it and
Yeah,
realize it's
he
him.
would have said, "Hey, it's me."
Yeah, I let him in and I ask him, do you know if people can live inside bag of holdings? I'm a bit new to this.
He goes, and I'm gonna roll to see if he knows that or not.
Can I roll to see if I know that or not?
That would be Arcana, because it is a magical. Oops. Stupid screen resized for some reason. Gonna use Arcana with him. He doesn't know. So, Howler, you have the feeling that you have a slight idea of how these things work. Basically, they go into a pocket dimension, the items. So in that pocket dimension is only the items that you put in. So if you were to put something in there that would need air to breathe, it would suffocate.
Do I know that, or is that just a feeling I have?
You know that it's a pocket dimension that only contains the things that you put within.
Huh.
So you have a strong feeling that he would probably just die as soon as you put him in there.
Yeah, maybe we should test with an animal first.
But Thrainen's like, I don't know.
Anyways. Yeah, we'll just leave him there. We're leaving today.
We need to meet at the bar before we leave.
Oh. Sure.
Alright,
I'll
so
go down.
Thrainen starts going down and everybody else is there. Zill will be there since she's got to find out stuff from Jaden, which he isn't there at the moment. And Torek, since he's traveling with you guys, he's going to be there.
And the dog, the tiefling.
Oh yeah, the tiefling. He's outside.
Okay.
He's outside the bar.
So what's this all about?
I tell everybody my dream while I'm scarfing down some eggs.
I immediately look for my hookah to see if somebody's taken it.
It's still in your bag of holding.
Okay.
Since you would have switched it over to your bag of holding.
Yeah.
So when you reach into the bag of holding, you just think of your hookah, and then it comes to your hand, so you can just put it back if you want.
Then I ask you, have you been smoking something?
No. No, it is far smarter and wiser to keep a clear mind at all times.
I'm not so sure about that.
So my character tells them every bit of the dream.
All right. So, Howler, you are now aware of everything that I described to Ost.
Yeah. So did they say anything about that friend that were helping them? Would it happen to be a gnome?
I didn't ask. They said that they're everywhere, so we would probably encounter them to help them.
I mean, I'm sure we'll do it eventually. I still say we go to Plaza de la Montagna before we do anything else.
What would we do there?
Well, get rid of one of the captains, one way or another.
Wouldn't we encounter them at some point later on? This sounds like it's a more pressing deal.
I mean, the world is ending. Everything's a pressing deal.
True. It seems like this would be a more important thing to do than to take down the captain. And then after we have secured the forest wood place, then we could take down the captain.
It's still pretty far away, though.
Everything's far away when the world is ending.
But my place is closer.
I believe my character would want to... I'm sorry. I think going to the mountain place is a far better thing to do. But this one is
Plaza
more...
de la Montagna. Yeah, I agree with you, totally.
But the wood is more important.
What's in the wood is mostly undead creature. As far as we would know, I would know that, right? After
the undead wood.
Yeah.
I think it's called.
Undying wood, isn't it, or something? Because I mean, we were talking with the necromancer and stuff. He has an army of dead there.
Yes. the necromancer is from there. Before the world went to crap, he was building an undead army, and he was slowly trying to take over the world. As soon as the world went, everything started going downhill.
Somebody beat him to the chase.
Yeah, pretty much. And he's now stuck up at the Rubble City. So he wanted to liberate that, so that way he could try to fight this darkness stuff. He offered that as a solution. But apparently this other being wants you to do something there that you're not 100% sure about. It wants you to liberate that area. You're not sure why.
Did it set a time limit for us?
It did not.
Then I think we're good. Because the undead, I'm sure the necromancer can just raise them again if something happens. And they're unmissable. They got that for them. Well, my character would want to go there, but yeah, I can go to the other place too.
My character wants to go to the mountain plaza first, but I.
First.
Yeah, but I think my character would push for, because having a crazy dream would probably say, "Hey, these things need our attention first."
You know, I can give you more of those crazy dreams than I have to like the hookah. I found this wolf spirit or god or something like that. He also wants us to go over a cloud.
Yes.
I'm just being very vague with it.
Yes, the wolf guy does want them to go over a cloud.
So whenever we go to the Undying Woods, we can do that in the same at the same time.
Trip?
Yeah.
We can do it at the same trip. Okay. Let's go to the mountains first, and then we'll go and liberate the forest.
Okay, so if we're going to the Mountain de la Plaza, then Undying Woods, and then the clouds.
Okay.
Is that right? Or
all right.
That's how I heard it, at least.
I'm just gonna throw out that Thrainin probably would be. He would know this. He's decent at engineering and things. He says, it would take time to set up the airship. So we could just wait for for our ship to be fitted with the airship components, and then we could just fly there and spend time at the mountain place.
Yeah, so we deliver the parts and then go to. Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay.
Okay, we gotta find Jaden though. Where is he?
I don't know. And then where is he?
Just as you say that, you see coming out from the back, you see John and Jaden. Well, it was good to have you with us for a little while. Suppose you won't be back for quite a bit. And Jaden's like, meh. Well, we'll see. So did you get the cart ready? And John's like, yes, that's at the gate. And he's like, okay, I'll tell the guys then. I will be back though. Don't worry. And he says, all right. And John heads into the back area, and Jaden comes over. So we're leaving?
Yes, that's the plan. We're going to the airship or the water ship first, and we're gonna make it an airship.
All right. So that way I don't slow you guys down. I could go to the the ship with Zill and set that up, and then once he gets it running, we could take it for a test. We could take it for a test run up toward and he says to the rubble city. We could try to see if there's a ley line that heads over there, but from what we're aware of, there's no ley lines up there. But we could take it for a test run, see if we could find something close to up there, so that way we could set something up for us to stop there. Okay. And then we could come back and get you guys.
Yeah, I'll just start pulling out the flying crystals, because you're gonna need these. I just put them in my bag because they were shiny.
The flying crystals are like this big around the middle, and they're like this tall, so about 1.5 feet tall. So he'll get a bag ready to put them in to take with you guys on the cart. Okay. And he says, "We'll just go down with you guys to the trading post area, and then we'll head over. And Dart will come with us if he doesn't have any use with you guys."
Sure. That's the wolf guy, right?
Yeah. That's the guy with all the dogs.
I go tell him, have you thought about my offer?
Alright, so you're gonna talk to Dart?
Yeah.
How are the puppies coming along too?
He says, well, since you guys showed interest, I did attempt to get one of them pregnant, and a litter can contain multiple. So we're not 100% sure if they're pregnant yet, but we'll see in the next coming days. They start to show and everything. But I have been trying, since you guys have shown interest. Remember, they're 100 gold each, so...
I thought there was a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did do some thinking, and I'm sticking to my guns on this one. 100 gold each.
Alright. I'll still take one for myself.
Alright, don't pay me until the pups are born, otherwise it's a waste of money, right? So... wait until then.
So, do you mind heading to a ship? We're building an airship, and we're gonna use that. It's room for all of your dogs.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'd rather get someplace safe, or at least reasonably so.
I mean, what's more safe than a flying airship?
Well, I can think of a few things, but if I can get dropped off close to, after you guys build your airship, get dropped off close to the safe place, then I'd like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we all?
Alright, well, I'm not exactly a warrior, but I do have my dogs. If they die, then I'm useless, so I'd like to at least keep them somewhere where I could heal them easily enough, instead of having to fight every day.
You're not gonna have to fight every day on the ship.
Alright, well, I'll head there then.
So yeah, I guess we're done here, or do you have anything else?
No.
Alright, so you haven't seen Avery. He's still doing whatever it is he's doing. And, yeah, that's everybody. So, I'll say that we'll fast forward a little bit, just so that way we don't have to waste too much time. You guys managed to get out of the city without a hitch. Though, during the day, you do, Ost does see those things still moving around.
Okay.
Though during the day it seems like they aren't as scary, so you don't have to make rolls during the day. So you do see them still moving around, doing whatever it is that they're doing, and whenever you get within their line of sight, they appear to be looking at you.
Okay. Creepy.
So they're sort of just as soon as you enter line of sight, you just see them facing you. So
Oh yeah, as we're leaving the city and we get close to the gate, do you guys mind waiting just a little bit? And I think I forgot something at the tavern.
Yeah,
all right.
that's fine.
Okay,
It's not working
I'll start
anymore.
heading back into town then.
So what do you wish to do?
I wish to go to the tailor, the dragonborn.
All right. He's there,
Stealthily.
and he as soon as he sees you coming, he
No.
gives.
I don't want him to see me coming.
Okay, so if you're stealthing, roll a stealth.
Okay. I'm trying to find somewhere a back entrance or something. And
All right, so you're
yeah,
trying to find a back entrance. The way that this building is built, like the bazaar is contained within, there's only one way
I give up.
in. There's only one way in, which is the front. So, unless if you want to go drilling a hole through the wall or something like that, then there's no way you could get in any other way.
And inside the main area, is there any way I could get in there without being seen, or is it like he just sees everyone that enters?
If you're stealthy enough, you might be able to get it. He's standing at the counter. You can see him. He's not trying to hide or anything. So you're within range to see him, but there's other people walking by.
Oh, so there's a bunch
few
of people
not
walking
many.
by.
There's not many people walking by, but he's not noticed you yet.
I think I will. Sure, why not? What could go wrong? I'm leaving town anyway. I'm gonna try to hide and get in there.
Alright.
If that's the role I keep, can I use luck?
Yeah, you can use luck.
Okay.
Because that's what that's for.
I'm
Alright.
making my way inside.
Alright, so you're in. You were too small, like you're so small that you can just crouch behind the counter and he wouldn't even see you. So then you go, there's a little part that lifts up, but you're short enough to just go under it. So you just go under it. He
I
doesn't
try to
notice
make it behind the curtain.
Alright, you go behind the curtain. You move the curtain out of the way, and you see that it's apparently where he lives. So there's like table, chairs, like food storage area, but there's no food there. He's probably just goes and gets rations like everybody else at this point.
I try to find his sleeping quarters or his office to see if I can find any loot, gold.
All right, so there is an area with a bed. It's very, very small and contained. So there's just enough room for the bed on one side of the room. And there's like a table, chairs, and there's like cupboards and things like that. There is a place where there is a table with like jewelry making equipment on it. But other than that, there isn't too much that's immediately apparent.
I'm looking under the bed and maybe if there's like a safe on the wall or anything in the cupboards.
All right, that's an investigation. If you're looking for like a hidden safe or something like that. All right. So with a 21, you find that he has a lockbox hidden underneath his bed. It's small enough that you can pick it up.
I
put it in your bag of holding if you want.
Yeah, I just put it in my bag of holding and I leave.
Alright, so just put in your inventory lockbox and put in brackets locked just so that way you know that it's still currently locked.
Yeah, lockbox.
But you're going to, in order to leave without him seeing, you're going to need to make another stealth check.
I figured.
All right,
24.
yeah, he doesn't see you. So you leave without him noticing.
Yeah, that was what I had to do.
All right, so you go back to the outskirts of town, near the gate that you guys came in through. And everybody's sitting there waiting for you.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I just had to go pick something up.
Took you too long. Gotta go.
Yeah, you had a couple. It was about an hour that he was gone because he had to walk all the way there and then walk all the way back.
It's a long trip for such short legs.
Next time we could help you.
I mean, if you're offering to carry me, then why not?
Sure.
He is a small creature,
Mhm.
and you're medium. So if you think you're strong enough to lift him, you can. I don't know what your strength is.
15. Remember, I'm one of the strongest ones.
Yeah. Okay.
You
so
are
then
the strongest one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can lift him.
I'm sorry about that. My phone is
Yeah, you can
failing
lift
me. Okay, let's try that again.
Yeah, you can lift him.
Okay, next time I'll just carry you.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys start leaving out the outskirts.
Okay.
And as you go out of the gate, Ost, you see that more of those things are just all over the place. They're just wandering everywhere.
Okay. Probably just
So
shut
even
my
outside
eyes.
the city.
My character
Alright,
probably
so
just
you can.
shut his eyes.
Yeah. So, the nature of these beings, you can still sense that they're there, even if you have your eyes closed.
If it's not there, if I don't see it, it's not there. If I don't see it, it's not there.
Alright, so you guys will have to use the orb in order to exit.
Yeah.
Sure who has it.
Jaden.
Apparently Thranen says he has it in his inventory.
Oh.
I don't know if he actually does or not.
I think Jaden has it, but he gives it to Traden. Problem solved.
I'm for
Right.
this.
Alright, so he just activates it, which apparently, Ost, this is the first time you've seen the interacting with the orb. And physically says, can you help us, orb? We need to get through the bubble creature again. And then the orb starts to glow, and when they put it against the bubble creature, it starts to scream loudly. So that way everyone within can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You heard this when they went in originally, but you didn't actually know that that's what was happening. You heard it scream randomly before these guys came in. So it just goes, and anybody who's within it can hear that. And there's a space large enough for you guys to get through.
I'll get through. Or I guess I'll be carried through.
Okay, yeah. I'll carry him through.
Yeah, and Oz, this is the first time you've left this bubble creature in a couple months. So you are now on the outskirts of this bubble creature. Everybody else goes through. The problem that you guys run into is that the wagon is a bit big for it. But then Jaden puts his hand on the orb as the cart is about to be pushed through, and he forces a spell through it. And then you see like flames go around the exterior of the ring, and it makes the hole a bit bigger. And he pushes the cart through. And then he takes his hand off the orb, and it stops channeling the spell through, and then he just goes through. and everybody gets through, no problem. So you guys are in the shifting plains. I'll bring up the map, just that way guys can have a look at it. Screen share. Yes. You guys are in the shifting plains. This is where the city was, and it's about that big, in theory. And you guys are just on the outskirts of it, so you guys just got outside the bubble creature. So you've been stuck in this little area here for a couple months. So now you're on the outskirts of it, right about here.
So I don't know what you're thinking, but I was thinking we go to the trading post before we split off with others. And then we go to like Alexstrad or that small place? Or can we just skip that and go straight?
Xandrix is along the road to this place.
Yeah.
So unless if you just want to go directly straight with it and not using the roads, it might take you a little bit longer, but it's straighter. But if you go along the roads, it's faster because it's easier to walk on, that sort of thing.
I mean, if they have scouts, they might see us if we go to the road as well, especially when we get near. What do you think?
That's a good point. Crud. We could also try to look inconspicuous if we take the roads.
Possibly. I mean, there's not a lot of travelers these days.
That's also
so it's kind of hard
to
be inconspicuous.
That's also a good point. If we hit up the trading post, right?
Yeah.
We could get some possibly better weaponry, maybe information.
I doubt that. We have already been in the trading post.
Okay. I think straight path would work.
I agree to that.
Alright, so as soon as the plan is for the other guys, since you guys are just going to go straight, as soon as the ground starts turning into the plains-like area, which is more grassy, then once the sand starts going away and it's more grassy, the rest of the group are going to just start heading eastwardly to get to the boat. So the ones that are leaving are going to head over that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Okay.
And just to make sure, Jaden does not take the orb. Traden has it.
Yes. Jaden doesn't have it. While you guys are walking, Jaden is going to bring up the fact that you guys have absolutely no way of getting back there. They have absolutely no way of getting back there without the orb. So you guys brought up that you wanted to go into the Underdark, so he wants to know what the plan is on that.
I think we're going straight to the Undying Woods afterwards, and then the terrain, and then we'll head back to the temple. If you could just ready the airship.
All right. Did you want to check out at Palazzo della Montagna to see if they have any maps of the Underdark that we could use? And then when you come back, to get the airship, then you could give me the map and I could try to get in there before you guys, while you guys finish your business elsewhere.
I'm sure I would have access to it, or know someone that would have access to it in the guild. So I'm sure I could find one.
I'll help out with the airship and see what's going on there, and then when you guys come back, then I'll see about the map.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out.
All right. So everybody starts heading down that way. Okay, so before you guys manage to escape the desert, I'm gonna get you guys to make a perception check. Oopsie. Stop. Okay. So, Ost, since you're looking around, making sure that those creepy things don't try to do too much to you at the moment, and since they're kind of everywhere, you're just sort of trying to keep an eye on them. So, while you're doing that, you notice on the horizon, okay, I should bring up the map again. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna show you which direction they're coming from, or what I'm showing you is coming from. There are people all around, or those things all around everywhere.
Okay.
But you look off into this direction from where you are, so you guys are about here, where my mouse, the tip of the mouse is. And you're looking over this way, so about northeast, I suppose, from where you are. And you see something in the air.
Yeah.
He's just dang.
Dun dun dun.
Hello? I can
Yeah.
hear you.
You're back.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something in the air. It's the last thing we heard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Apparently my wireless went down for a couple seconds. I'm not sure what's going on. Either way, you see something in the air. It's black and it's oddly shaped.
Like an animal? Bird?
It doesn't look like any animal you've ever seen.
Like a spaceship?
Let me see. So let me give you.
Why?
So let me drop out.
And then there's something on the side of it that seems a little bit lower than it.
Can you start again? You dropped out.
Yeah, you left the call.
Did I? Am I still here?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Can.
Yeah.
Okay. It was sort of rectangular shaped from this distance, and there's something lower than it that looks like it's somehow. You're not sure.
Okay. I point that out to everybody then.
Does it see us? Is it heading our way?
It is moving towards you.
I'd say we split off from the others, right?
I thought, yeah, we did, right?
Okay, so you want to split off.
No, we have split off from the others.
The
or are we
others
still
are
in the
still
group?
with you,
Okay.
because you guys are still in the shifting planes.
Okay, so we're still with the other people.
Yeah.
Then I guess we'll just have to fight it if it comes our way, and we'll just keep moving. Or
All right. Okay, so. Okay. I'm gonna roll something. Dice roller. here. See what I get. Alright, so it's heading towards you. And I'm gonna need you both to make another perception check.
Perception.
Alright, this time, Howler, you hear something that you recognize.
Okay.
Sounds like music. And it's a song that you've heard before.
On the piano?
Yes, on a piano.
Prepare yourselves for a fight. I tell everyone.
Alright. So, it's still quite far away. Let's see. So you guys do reach the border, say? You reach the border of where the shifting planes and the waving planes meet. So it seems like it's coming towards you, but it's like really, really far away at this point, like about a mile away. But you can see it because there's nothing obstructing your vision towards it. And the other group is ready to split off, but if you guys really don't want them to split off from you, they'll
I think we should stay together until that passes, because it's better if we fight them all together.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Then, I'm gonna turn to your character, Ben, who's
Howler.
That's right, Howler. What are we about to encounter?
Something really, really bad.
Okay.
You know those kittens I mentioned?
I think so.
I
Awesome.
think maybe all of them are here.
All of them.
Perhaps.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to get closer. Are you guys going to still keep walking? Or...
Sure.
Yeah, we should keep walking. We shouldn't stop.
All right. So it's about midday at this point. And you guys are in the waving plains. So it's grassy fields all around you. Ost, you ran north through this area as the shadow wall was approaching.
Okay.
So you're relatively familiar with like the landscape, but you're not really. You wouldn't be able to navigate or anything. You just recognize that this is a different area.
Okay.
Let's see. So no. All right. Another one. Still seems to be heading towards you. Alright, so another half mile it gains on you, and you guys haven't got like 100 feet, and it gained another half mile on you. Let's see. So it's about half mile away, and
it's still the
I'll
same
say
day,
at this
right?
point, yeah, it's still the same day.
Okay.
Ost, you can now see that it's clearly a piano in the air, like a grand piano in the air, and there's a bench connected to it, and somebody is sitting on it playing music, and you can hear the music that it is currently playing.
What's it playing?
I can grab it for you.
Okay.
It's a particular song. I'll give it to you. The session's almost over anyway. I'll get it to you a bit later.
Okay.
It is playing a particular song now. And it's moving towards you. Group, it's moving towards all of you. And it's still about a half mile away.
Let's just keep walking.
All right.
Not much we can do. Right,
All
Howler?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it knows where we are.
All right, one more. Okay. So at this point, the piano and the woman who's currently playing it are currently hovering above you. At this point, it moved extremely fast. Like, in real life, if something was moving that fast, it would have broken a sound barrier or something, but it just came towards you and is now hovering above you guys. And it stopped. It just dead stopped.
I stopped. Can I shoot her? Just immediately.
She is about 100 feet in the air.
I can do that with disadvantage. But she hasn't taken a turn yet, right? Or
she hasn't taken. She knows that you're there, so it's not a surprise attack or anything. But she hasn't.
But she hasn't taken a turn, so that gives me advantage, but not crit.
All right.
Okay, so normal roll. With my sleep potion, if it's probably not going to do much, but
you can. I'll say that you had time to prepare it, so yeah.
16. Was that it?
16. You shoot it up, and the arrow starts to carry up, and it does come into contact with something, but it's not coming into contact with her. Came into contact with the piano.
Okay.
So
I don't know if the piano has damage, but it took 10 damage.
Alright, I'll throw that on my calculator here. Alright. 10 damage on the piano. If it's within 100 feet of you guys, so if Ost has any weapons or anything that can hit it from that far.
How far does...
I figure Train would probably shoot as well. The Jen has
Yeah.
Firebolt. I don't know what the Wolfman has.
Wolfman has dogs. That's all he has.
Oh, there it is. Do you know what spiritual weapon does?
It's a bonus action. It summons up a weapon within 60 feet. But you can move it every turn.
Okay.
I think it's 60 feet.
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
But you can still move it and use it the same turn, I believe.
Yeah, I could cast it and then move it. Okay, I turn to Howler and ask, you're sure? You're sure?
Kill it as fast as you can. Yeah, I'm sure.
Guiding bolt.
Alright. 24 hits. You're gonna hit her.
Ooh. What level is my spell casting at? Okay, my highest is 3.
Alright, so you're gonna use your highest.
See. 13.
So, 13. Okay. Okay.
I feel like it should have been better than that.
46?
It was 46. You just rolled. Yeah.
You got a 1 and a 2.
There, I see it now.
Yeah, if you hover over the number, it tells you what dice you rolled.
Yeah, I just
what
saw
the
that
numbers
right
were.
now. Wow, that was really lame.
Yeah, it was a bad roll. That's all.
You also guiding bolt gives you advantage on the next attack, right? Or anyone's next attack.
I believe she lights up.
Yeah,
so the next.
Yeah, the next attack would have advantage.
Yeah, but I cast a 3rd level spell, so I should have had more.
Yeah, you got the 2d6 extra. That's the upper ones.
I'm
so
thinking
it's
of inflict wounds. Never mind. Yeah, okay, it's perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna roll something here.
I think you can also make your spiritual weapon with a bonus action. More
Yeah,
damage.
I'm going to cast I'm going to cast spiritual weapon 60 feet from me, as close to her as I can.
So it's 60 feet in the air. What is your spiritual weapon?
I don't know, a little piano.
Spiritual weapon that appears as a little piano?
Yeah.
I'll allow it. It'll just be like, it'll just hit her over the head, that's all. As soon as it gets close enough, that is. But it's not close enough yet. So 60 feet, and it can move how many feet per turn?
I did not check. Where are you, spiritual weapon? I want to say up to 20.
Okay. So it's 20 feet away.
I believe I can cast it up to 60. Oh yeah, so it's 20 feet from her.
Yeah. All right. So she has to make a roll. She just barely made it. It seems like when you hit her, she just barely managed to concentrate on what she was doing. So what is going to happen here is she is going to continue playing her melody, and you see like an orchestra of her, so like different versions of her playing different instruments are around her, and she is currently they're all currently playing the same melody. Yeah, different instruments like violins, the horn section, all those different things, and even instruments that use electrical magic to work, to function. Okay. And as that happens, above her head, a portal opens. So there's a large blackened portal that opens above her head and above the piano. And I'll give you guys another chance to hit it. Oh wait, I was supposed to use Thranen. He was supposed to go as well.
Jaden, he has fireball.
Yeah, that's true as well.
That could trigger a save at least.
Yeah, that's true. He's gonna use. He has to use his pistol, I think. I'm not sure. Alright, pistol. Let's see what the range is on this pistol. He has something weird going on with his stuff. Apparently it says a 60-foot cone from south. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, so I'm gonna look at his other... Whoops, that's his other gun.
I mean, he made bullets for the other gun, didn't he? Or
he needs black powder for his other guns to function. Yeah, I'll say that the medium range is a long bow. So yeah, he can reach. So this foreboding news one is not right. So it's this pistol one. Wow. So he does 14, I would assume. All right. So 14. That's the wrong calculator. Okay, here we go. Plus 14. Okay. So she has to save. Okay. She saves. And Jaden's firebolt. Yeah, nobody else has anything that can reach that high. Alright, so firebolt. Uh, 10 misses. So he misses with that. So yeah, the portal still opens, and you guys get a turn each. So I'm gonna start getting ready to roll for those other guys, as you guys decide what you want to do with your turns.
Probably try to hit her again.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so guiding bolt.
All right, and whoever attacks first has advantage due to the guiding bolt that hit before. Yeah, 23 hits for sure.
Oh, is there any way I could shoot after her to get sneak attack?
Shoot after her,
Yeah,
you said?
to get sneak attack.
Yeah, you can delay your action, which. Okay, so 14.
It should be higher than that because whenever I cast a spell, it should increase it by 1d6. So it should be 66 as a third level
Yeah,
spell.
it is 66. It's 46 down there plus 2d6, which is up, which is still a
Totally
higher
not
level
seeing
cost.
it.
It's 14 plus 5.
Thank you.
So that would have
So it's
affected
19.
things. Oh well, I added it wrong. Oh well,
It
this
makes
turn
no
I'll
sense
add
now.
it
Thank you.
correctly. So it's the 5 plus the 14.
Yeah, it's both of them.
Okay. 5 14. Okay, so that's 19. So half of 19.
Yeah, it's still DC 10.
Okay.
It has to be 22 damage to make the DC higher.
Okay. So let's see. All right. So roll. Still makes it.
Could I shoot before you use your spiritual weapon so I get advantage, or no?
The spiritual weapon moves up, so it would be next to her.
Crap. I was going to. I would assume
So
you and
move
I have
this.
fought enough to know how that would work. I can
So
just
move
hold
your
off on my
spiritual
spiritual.
weapon.
Yeah, I'll just move it towards her.
Okay, thanks.
That's it.
And then I will get advantage, right?
Yeah.
So I'll use my dose of sleeping.
Okay.
17 hits, or?
Actually, you would have regular because
I'm gonna use luck.
Yeah. All right.
So 17 hits, or should I reroll?
17. Let's see. So let me see. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna say how did that hit with a 10, but I gave that advantage. So never mind. Okay, so 17 just barely hits.
So that's 7 damage plus 2d6. And I assume I don't get my sneak attack. Or the spiritual weapon, does that count as an ally?
You have
Does it
advantage
say in
though.
No, I got normal because of my range.
Oh, okay. Spiritual weapon. I don't think it counts as an ally.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. Then it's 7 plus 5 sleep.
All right. 7.
So a DC 10 con save.
She's still awake, at least for now. Let's see. Con save.
Reroll, because I'm using my luck. That's the last.
All right. Why that happened.
Nah, I tried.
Okay. Spiritual weapon, go ahead. Spiritual weapon can hit. Yeah, 24 hits. $12. So
Yeah, nice.
Alright. Just a second, I'm just gonna add her damage. Alright, so lost concentration. And the thing she was concentrating on was her flying. Because she can only concentrate on one thing at a time. So everything else is secondary that is happening. So she was flying. So she is now in a free fall. But before she actually reaches the ground, we get the other two people. Get a chance to hit. Okay, firebolt from Jaden. Nice. Pistol. Okay, so that hits for 5. She doesn't need to make the con save, it just takes 5. And he gets to shoot again. I don't know if I remembered to shoot again last time, but... Okay, so I'm going to have to subtract 3 bullets from his total. 3. Go. Okay. Okay. So the second pistol hits. Right. So she is now in free fall, but unfortunately that does not close the portal. So it is her turn. She's going to try to re-up fly again. And after this, her turn, we're going to end it.
Okay.
Okay, so... Alright. So she's going to try to re-up her fly. She has a lot going on at the moment, so she has to roll to see if she can do it. Okay, 17. She has to roll again. 13. Okay, so this first one was to see if she has the mental fortitude to be able to use it again while she's free falling. And then the second one was to see if she could, since she is immediately stopping, to see if she can keep her balance, which she just barely manages to keep her balance on the seat. And out of the portal comes a woman made of fire. I'm going to show it to you guys.
Yeah, that's the one in this region.
Yeah. I have the picture there next to the goblin. That is her. She starts coming out of the portal, and that is where we will leave it off for now. Woman coming out of the portal, flying woman with a piano, and everybody is in a large group on the ground.
Okay.
So we'll see
But
what
so who
happens.
came out? Is it only the flying lady or the fire lady?
The flame lady is the only one who came out.
Okay.
For right now.
During that turn, yeah, that's all that
And
happened.
just so you know, one of them is pretty hard alone.
Okay. Yay. All right.
All right, so we'll pick that up next week. I'm just gonna stop the broadcast here.